Happy New Year! Let's talk about my zero waste favorites from 2022 and some brands that you should be supporting this year. Hello everyone, it's Emma and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I talk about all sorts of things zero waste, focusing on free, easy, and fun ways to live low waste and practical ways to be an activist, as well as brands that you should be supporting. Will supporting zero waste brands save the planet? No, but I do think it is important because when we run out of a wasteful option, we should strive to support a more eco-friendly option when we run out. So I just wanted to take this video to highlight some brands that I think are doing great things that I tried for the first time in 2022 or that I tried several years ago, but it became my favorite products. Welcome to the bathroom. The first one we're going to be talking about, and this was a surprising one, is Dame Reusable Tampons. Okay, they're in my bag that I take camping and backpacking, so they're not the cutest. But here's a quick overview. It's a reusable tampon applicator, not the actual tampon itself. Balance it right here. I like to just put it in here and load it up, and then you use it just like a normal tampon. But this whole part is reusable, so you're saving so much waste. This is a great option for people like me who are hikers and backpackers and one, don't have enough water to wash out my reusables, or two, it's not sanitary enough to use disposables. I don't really feel like using a menstrual cup because I don't have access to water or soap. Maybe hand sanitizer if I'm lucky, but I don't think that's clean enough to use my hands up there. So this is a much more sanitary option while backpacking while still using minimal waste. It also takes up a lot less room and weight in my pack, which is great. Not to mention their tampons are also organic, which are really important for your own body as well as health of the planet because it takes less harmful things to create organic products. That being said, you don't have to buy their tampons. You can just buy their reusable applicator and then buy your applicator free tampons wherever you want. It's just that little bit of plastic for the sanitary barrier. They do have normal sizes. So they have a light size, they have a medium size, and then they have a super absorbent size. This one's really big. So yeah, I think this is a great option I've never seen anybody talk about in the zero waste community. And maybe that's because it's not perfectly zero waste, but that's okay. I think we still need to be highlighting the brands that are helping you to become low waste and still being inclusive and accessible because some people can't use menstrual cups and discs and period underwear. But speaking of period underwear, I'm sure I've talked about them before as a prior year's favorite product, but I have to talk about them again. And that is Modibodi. Modibodi are easily my favorite period underwear. They are size inclusive, gender inclusive, disability friendly. Of course, they're environmentally friendly. A lot of their period underwear are made from recycled materials or plant-based materials. I cut the tags out of most of them because they tickle me. Let's see, this one should have a tag just stamped inside of it. Yep, so recycled nylon, merino wool, but they also have lasted me 2 years straight. They're very durable, very easy to use, very cute, very comfortable. Are you okay? Oh, you don't want to be up here? Okay, but sorry. I have nothing bad to say about Modibodi and not enough good things to say about Modibodi. So if you are interested in period underwear, definitely go with Modibodi. I have a discount code that I used in December. I don't know if it's still valid for January. I will leave it linked down below if you want to try it. But also all of these products will be linked down below if you want to check any of them out. Moving back here, another one of my favorites this year, well, from 2022, is Boaty reusable tissues. I know not everybody can get behind reusable toilet paper. They make reusable toilet paper as well, but they do make reusable tissues that when you fold them come out like normal tissues, and they are so soft. They feel so nice. They also work for makeup remover wipes. I also use them to put rubbing alcohol on and clean an area on my stomach for self-injections for migraines. You could use these as to-go baby wipes. There's endless uses for these. Glasses cleaner even, mirror cleaners. They're easy to wash. My only critique, and you can probably pick the color you buy, these were gifted to me, as I don't really like the white ones because they stain really easily. So I would opt for another color. Black would probably look still very neutral. I would say my favorite option for disposables would be Who Gives a Crap because they do offer recycled. I'm all about bamboo tissues, toilet paper, paper towels, but I think supporting the recycling industry is more important. So I would choose recycled tissues if you're looking for disposables. Moving to the shower. My favorite shampoo bar ever, I think I tried them for the first time in 2021, is Coconut Crush, and they're local to Las Vegas. So if you're here, support them. They also ship though. The shampoo bar, it does come wrapped in plastic, but it's such a small amount of plastic in this shampoo bar. So luxurious. They smell so good. They lather so well. It leaves my hair feeling so fresh and so clean. I've never had a shampoo bar work that well. Granted, I still have like 6 of them to try. So stay tuned, probably in 2024, I'm gonna be doing a shampoo bar review once I use them all, but they take forever to use. That being said, I do know that shampoo bars are not for everyone, so this is my other favorite option. I love everything about Plaine Products, and I love all of their products. I also have a face wash and a face oil from them. Their brand concept is amazing, and if small brands like them can do it, big brands can do it too. So essentially, they send you this with a metal cap on it. You keep your pump, and then you put your pump in your new bottle. Once it's done, you wash out these bottles, replace the cap that was originally on it, put it back in the box that they sent it to you in. They send you a shipping label, and you send them their bottles back for free so that they can refill them. Sure, metal is infinitely recyclable, but why recycle what you can reuse? Support brands like Plaine that are using a circular model, creating as little waste as possible, including recyclable waste. So yeah, this has been an absolute favorite swap of the year, probably of my life. My only critique is the shampoo doesn't foam up as much as I like. Obviously, it still works well. I used it the other day. My hair looks great, still like 5 days later. And I didn't want to just highlight my favorite zero waste swaps of the year, but also my favorite zero waste habits of the year. Again, I started this habit in 2021, but it has become a favorite habit of mine, and that is catching my gray water. I'm not going to show you the bucket because it is a little gross, but I catch my shower water, I catch my kitchen water, and I reuse it on my landscape, and it literally cuts our water usage in half. It's easy and totally free. I found these buckets in the trash. You don't have to like replumb your whole house. You can go buy buckets, which is significantly cheaper, but look in your neighbor's trash. People are throwing away buckets all the time. This has saved us so much money and so much water, which is especially important in the desert. If you would like more options for water conservation, you can check out this video. Okay, moving over here. I don't have the lotion anymore, but my favorite lotion so far this year is from Ethique. Their lotion is so cool. They send it to you in this little cardboard box. I'll throw up the TikTok I made for them right here so you can watch along. It comes in a tiny cardboard box, like little teeny triangles that you throw into a jar with some boiling water, and you get to make the lotion yourself at home. So it's like a little DIY, completely plastic free, very, very little waste, period. And that waste can be recycled or composted. And the lotion was wonderful. It smelled well, it hydrated well, all around a great product. Okay, another favorite of the year. It's not like really a zero waste product, but it ultimately is very zero waste, and that is my reusable floss pick from Quip. I bought compostable floss early at the beginning of the year, but I hate flossing. Like I use so much to wrap on my fingers. I don't like flossing with my fingers. I love floss picks, and for a while I was just using a single use one over and over and over again, and it was kind of gross. This one, super cool. You just simply put it in there, fold it down, tear it on the little blade, and there you have it, a reusable floss pick, and all you throw away is this little piece of plastic. So the cartridge that comes in here is plastic-based floss, but the good news is I'm gonna drop this and save it for later. It doesn't work quite as well, but it still works. If you have some compostable floss, you can just extend a little piece. This probably needs like 2 hands. So here we go. You can still clip it on there, cut it with the blade, and use your compostable floss in here as well. So this is literally zero waste because this is compostable. I cannot recommend this enough, especially for people who like floss picks. This is a great way that you can still use floss picks and still be zero waste. So I got myself a metal ear pick from my local zero waste store that unfortunately went out of business in December. So this is still a completely reusable way to clean out your ears, but it's completely made out of metal, so it's not gonna break. And yeah, don't come at me. I still like cleaning my ears like this, but this is still better than a cotton swab because I recently heard on TikTok that the fuzzies from cotton swabs can get stuck in your ear. Okay, the last bathroom swap favorite of the year is a menstrual disc. And if you're wondering what a menstrual disc is, I have 2 videos now talking about it. They're shorts, so they're only a minute long each. You can check them out above and below. Essentially, it is a menstrual cup that is wider, shallower, and doesn't suction. This just tucks up under your pubic bone. You pull it out. This is great for IUD users. If you have an IUD, you can use a menstrual cup, but you have to break the suction or your menstrual cup might rip out your IUD. Just be careful. I used to use a menstrual cup and I have an IUD and it's fine. But I prefer this, not only for that reason, but I have a really low cervix. So this works much better with my body and it's still a reusable option. And I use it every now and then. I still am definitely a period underwear preferer, but this is required every now and then. And this is from Saalt Cup. Okay, just kidding. I thought of one last swap in the bathroom, and that is my Whisper bidet. Cannot recommend this bidet enough. I tried Tushy first because that was the big brand everybody talked about, and it's okay. I'm gonna make the same comparison I always make, so if you're sick of it, sorry. Whisper is like the jet setting on a hose, while Tushy is more like the fan or cone setting on a hose, and it just sprays all over your butt. I feel like I get unnecessarily wet, while the Whisper bidet hits its target. And coming from Japan, where bidets are superior, Whisper bidet feels much more like a bidet you would find in Japan, where Whisper is also way cheaper and way easier to install. Okay, welcome back to the office. I forgot about one in here. One of my favorite services from the year is Thriftbooks. I only have their plastic bag. I'm reusing it as a trash bag. But I used to use a Kindle. I thought, you know, ebooks are the way to go, but ebooks are still quite expensive. And I work a job where I can't bring electronic devices into the building, so I had to like switch back to physical books. You know, I could go to Goodwill and look at the shelves for hours, but like, I don't know what I'm looking for. Thriftbooks is amazing. It's online secondhand books. You can search by title, you can search by author, you can search by subject, which makes it super easy to find exactly what you're looking for. They are significantly cheaper than ebooks, and of course brand new books, and of course so much less waste. Now, they do require shipping, which is a little bit of emissions, and it comes in a plastic bag, which you can reuse, as I'm doing. So it's probably not like the most zero waste, I don't know, but I still think it's significantly up there, especially if you're someone who like loves to build your at-home library. This is a great way that you can still collect books without having to buy brand new books, which require a lot of resources to make. Or if you're just like me and you prefer physical books and also want to save some money. Okay, so my favorite laundry detergent used to be Kind Laundry, and unfortunately it's not anymore. And if you don't know why, you can check out this video up here. Turns out laundry sheets contain plastic in the form of polyvinyl alcohol, otherwise known as PVA. So all of these brands, all of these laundry sheets being like, we're plastic free. Your packaging is, but your product is not. So I've had to change my mind as to what is my favorite low-waste laundry detergent. And I've got it between two brands. I should probably just have one brand, but I'll explain. So my favorites are Clean Cult and Dirty Labs. They both have their cons, as you can see. This is Tetra Pak, which is not widely recyclable. Thankfully, it's recyclable in my area. And I also love Dirty Labs, but the big downside with this is they're using virgin aluminum. It's not recycled aluminum. They don't take them back for refill. I don't think. I feel like I would remember that. Like that would be a big part of their business model that I would remember. Anyway, they both smell great. I love liquid detergent. I think I would love powder better, but I haven't found a great powder yet. That will be in Laundry Detergent Review Part 4, coming sometime eventually once I run out of all this stuff up here. But for now, these two are my favorite laundry detergents. They both have their flaws, but they're pretty good. And I don't think either of them are lying, so that's always a perk. I've always been someone who really wants to make their own nut milk at home, but I hate a lot of textures. So making my own nut milk at home was never an option for me because making it in a blender tasted absolutely disgusting to me. I found this year Nutr nut milk machine. I'm sure everyone's heard of the almond cow, but it's huge. It makes so much milk. This only makes 2 cups at a time, which is great because I don't use a lot and I don't want it to go bad. This is also really versatile. My friend Maria on TikTok, she uses this to make smoothies and reuse her food waste and all sorts of other cool stuff. You can use this for so many things. It's also cheaper than the almond cow. Obviously, this isn't a necessary zero waste swap if you can make your own nut milk in a blender and you like it, but I got this so that I could reduce my plastic waste over the long run. And it works well, it works quickly, it makes the right amount for me, and the texture is nice. Moving over to our food storage options, I have 2 faves over here. My first favorite is Stojo. I like them because they are made out of silicone. They are collapsible. Like, this is a bowl. It's got these little clasps so that it can collapse. Here it goes. This one's the smaller one. I got a bigger version as well. You can just simply use this like to eat your lunch at home. You eat your dinners at home, or you can use this to pack your lunches to go. I love that it compacts, and why I especially love this is because we're moving into an RV soon. And obviously in an RV, you want stuff that's not breakable and stuff that's multi-use. So this can be used for leftovers, it can be used to pack lunches, it can be used for hiking, it can be used just to simply eat dinner at home, and it collapses, it's not breakable. Like, this is great for RV life. And so far so good, I really love it. It's microwave safe, dishwasher safe. Is it oven safe? I think it is. and it's BPA free. So there's lots of great things to say about Stojo. They also make collapsible coffee cups and sippy cups for children. And then the other storage option I love is EcoLunchBox. They are Tiffins. There's like 3 containers in here. It's super handy. The only downside with this is you can't obviously microwave it because it's metal, but they are dishwasher safe, oven safe, I imagine freezer safe. They're great, especially for leftovers, like cold leftovers, and then like packing your lunch to go on a hike or something. Here's my other bucket. Again, you do not want to see a close-up of that thing, but another one of my favorite zero waste habits that I learned, again, probably in 2021, but I really implemented in 2022 is bulk shopping. I feel like a real zero waster now. So also in 2022, I bought a secondhand label maker. So my jars are actually cute now. This is what they used to look like for the longest time. Just a piece of masking tape, which is totally fine, but like ugly. I talk about it being prettier and then I leave the labels on. So anyway, I got some cute little labels on here and I'm able to find a lot of stuff in bulk now. I've got rice, I've got quinoa, I've got peanuts so that I can make my own peanut butter. What else? We got popcorn, granola, sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds. So many things we're able to get in bulk this year. Our cashier that we go to on Saturday, she's almost always there, actually knows how to like use our jars, but unfortunately like none of the other cashiers do, so we have to use some bulk bags, which I got some bulk bags from Me Mother Earth and from Lotus. Speaking of grocery shopping, another one of my favorite zero waste habits this year was walking and biking to the grocery store, which brings me to another one of my favorite zero waste swaps. Is it a zero waste swap? Not really. It's our e-bikes. So in 2022, I made it my goal to walk to the grocery store every week when possible. And then that became more achievable when we got our bikes. We met that goal pretty much every single week, unless we needed to get bulky stuff like vinegar, flour, dog food, or we needed to get like a lot of stuff that we couldn't carry on our backs. But no matter the weather, because it doesn't really rain here, we still made it if it was 115 degrees or 30 degrees. So that was awesome. And a lot of it is thanks to our e-bikes. Dan uses his every day. He bikes to a park and ride and then they carpool to work. So he bikes there. We bike to the grocery store, to the farmer's market. We bike to dinner a couple times, the hardware store, the library, the post office. Like there's a lot of stuff like within a 10 to 15 mile radius, which sounds like a big radius. But with an e-bike, it's completely feasible without having to like break a sweat or get really tired, which is super nice about e-bikes. Another favorite swap of the year, and we'll talk about another one that pairs well with it in a second. Everly refillable candles. So this bag is made out of bioplastic and all that's in here is a wick, a little stick to hold your wick, and some wax. So this can be composted if you have commercial composting. Unfortunately, bioplastic isn't the best solution, but if you want to learn about why I still think you should support bioplastics, even if they end up in the landfill, you can watch this video. Ultimately, you throw this in the microwave and then you refill your same candle jar over and over and over again, which is super important because most people don't clean out their candle jars properly, which means that it can't be recycled properly if your candle jar is dirty. Not to mention, candles are also really heavy and very breakable when they're being shipped. And I also learned from someone on Instagram that most candle jars, because of like the heat resistance and everything, can't even be recycled. So this is a great option for low waste candle lovers. And that is a reusable lighter. Matches are fine because they can be composted, but traditional lighters have to be thrown away. They can't be refilled. You can get refillable lighters if you want to use gas, but this is rechargeable and reusable. I do regret not getting one with metal tip. As you can see, it's kind of melted up here. So I would highly recommend getting one with a metal tip, but this one's fine. This one's from USB Lighter Co. You literally just plug it into charge and there it goes. So I'm just gonna light my candles real quick. The battery lasts forever. It works really well. As you can see, overall, this is a great swap. Obviously, we've gotten a lot of use out of it, as you can tell by the wear and tear. But also sitting right here is this reusable lint brush. My mom got it for me for Christmas or my birthday last year. She probably got it from like the zero waste store or package free shop. This works well on thick fabric, so like sweatpants, sweatshirt, our couch. Do not use this on a sweater because it will pull. It probably works too on like t-shirts. Basically stuff where there's like a really, really tight stitch. Don't use it on something that's a loose stitch like a sweater. It works for getting rid of pet hair, lint, as well as like, it's great for getting the pilling off of clothing as well. And it's completely plastic free. It's just wood and metal. It's lasted a long time. It will probably last forever. Thank you so much for watching along. I really appreciate your time, especially if you made it all the way to the end. If you found any value in this video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up and let me know your favorite zero waste brands from 2022 or brands you're excited to try this year. Let us know those down below. And if you think anybody would find any value in this video, I'd really appreciate it if you shared it with them. Oh, Mochi came to say goodbye. That's all she wanted to say. Again, thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, remember that your small changes have a big impact in the long run. Bye guys. Bye. I have no idea what I want to do for an intro. Why did I hit record? Part 3 is my Tushy bidet. I cannot recommend this bidet enough. No, it's not Tushy. Whisper is also cheaper.